Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing yet another speed building video, and today's video is a little bit different to anything I've done before. So I have a friend called Louise who asked me to build her a kind of like converted barn kind of thing, like a barn conversion, and I've never done one in The Sims before, and I love the look of barn conversions, like in general, like in real life. I just love barn conversions. I think they're just a really cool thing. And so I was more than happy to do this little build for her. And so yeah, this is basically just what I did. So this barn is 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And one of the bathrooms is a Jack and Jill bathroom, which is when 2 of the bedrooms lead into one bathroom. So there'll be a door from one bedroom going into the bathroom, and then another door from another bedroom going into the same bathroom. So yeah, so it's got a Jack and Jill bathroom, and then it's got like a normal kind of like everyone kind of bathroom, which could be used for like the mum and dad or something, I don't know. But I built this house for her, and she requested that I built it for a mum and a dad and a toddler and then a baby, because I think her sim is like expecting a baby. So I built a nursery as well. And so yeah, so she also asked me to kind of make it a little bit like shabby chic-ish, which I attempted, but it was really hard to do so I did my best attempt at it. I think it would have been better if it was a smaller build, but I was having so much fun with it. I literally just got like free reign with it, and I went all out with it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the way it turned out. I love the way it turned out. It's definitely going to be a house for my save file. So I think I've mentioned this before, but I am planning on doing a save file at one point. I actually worked it out the other day, and if I do 2 builds a week, because I normally upload on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I didn't on the Wednesday just gone because it was Boxing Day in the UK. By the way, I didn't know this, but apparently Boxing Day is a British thing, I think. Well, I saw something on Twitter and everyone was like, we don't have Boxing Day in the US or something like that, or maybe you do, or maybe just that person doesn't have it, I don't know. But yeah, so I thought Boxing Day was kind of like a universal thing, but apparently not. I mean, yeah. But anyway, I hope everyone had a good Christmas and all of that fun stuff. But back to what I was saying anyway. So I am planning on doing a save file, but I worked it out the other day, and if I upload twice a week for my save file, and like all of them builds are for my save file, so that means I don't do any challenges or anything like that, I'll be done by early 2020. And that is with all of the, like, what's it called, like, what they called, like the holiday worlds. I couldn't think of what they were called, but like Silver Dorada and Granite Falls, or whatever you call it. I don't know, I might say it wrong, but Granite Falls, I don't know how you say it, but people say it differently. But yeah, so with all of them, it would take me up until early 2020 to actually release it. And so I'm definitely planning on doing more than 2 videos a week, but I'm going to stick to my schedule for 2 videos a week at the moment. And then if I have like extra time, like just to do extra builds, I will upload, but just like as an add-on. So like you'll get the 2 videos a week, plus sometimes you might get more or something. I don't want to say that I'm going to do a video 5 times a week or whatever like that, because that's too much. Like, I can't do that. I mean, I could probably do that now, but that is because it's Christmas and I don't have any work to do or anything like that. It's just because it's Christmas time and, you know, everyone's kind of got like a little bit of a holiday. But yeah. Anyway, going back to the build. So as you can see on the side, I built this kind of like little barn thing, and basically when I think of like converted barns, I always think of like other outer buildings, like I don't know, like what you keep like horses in or whatever. That's just what I thought. And so I definitely wanted to do another outer building as kind of like a little shed or like garage kind of thing. And so that's what I did on the little side. And I did actually use the cats and dogs windows, because to me they're very barn-like, and I haven't actually got to use them in a build yet because they're quite hard to place. Like, they're the ones they're similar to the ones from the Jungle Adventure. Like, they're completely open, they don't have any glass. And so I just feel funny like putting them in a regular build, because like you'd get really cold. I don't know if Sims actually do get cold with them kind of windows, because they are basically like a hole in the wall, like, and with seasons. I'm not sure if they get cold or not, but I wanted to place them in this build because it's only like a little shed thing, so it wouldn't really affect them. I mean, it might do, but if it's in the summer, it should be nice and fine. But yeah, so I'm just doing this little barn thing over here, and you can see at the top, at the start of the build, I did skip over the landscaping a little bit, and that's just because this build took me the longest time, and I didn't want to make it like a 30-minute video or whatever. I just felt like it will be okay to skip the landscaping because it's quite repetitive. I do keep it in, as you saw, like with the barn, but I decided just to cut quite a lot of it out. But now I'm just doing like this little outer building, and I love this. It's like a little seating, what's it called, like a deck? It's not a deck, it's like there's a name for it and I can't think what it's called, but it's just somewhere you Sims can go and like eat outside or whatever. But I did actually forget to put a barbecue thing in, and it's not the worst thing in the world, because I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but if my Sims have a barbecue thing on the lot, they're more likely to go to the barbecue and cook more than they're going to go to the fridge. And it'll be at like 10, 11 o'clock at night and they'll want to start a barbecue, and it's like really annoying. But I didn't like not add it for that reason. I did just genuinely forget, but you can just add it in if you want to. I'm not sure if I will, but I mean, if you download this, you can do whatever you want to it. You can just completely change it if you'd like, but I think it just works. But now I'm just putting this little swing set in, and I love the swing set. I love that everyone can basically use it. Obviously, like, toddlers can't, but I'm pretty sure everyone else can use it. I'm not sure about elders, but I don't see why not. I don't really play with elders a lot in the game. I know like a lot of people don't as well, just because they're very limited on what they can do. So yeah. But anyway, I just put in like a little washing line and some bits and bobs, and now we're moving on into the inside of the barn kind of shed thing. And in here I put like some kind of outside things, but indoors, if that makes any sense. Hopefully you can kind of grasp what I'm saying, but like I put the flower arranging table in here. I put like the washing machines in here, just because I thought it'd be a cute place just to like do your washing and stuff. And it's very like, this is very shabby chic. Like, this is probably the most shabby chic part of the build. So hopefully Louise doesn't mind that this is probably the most shabby chic it gets. But like I said, it is quite hard to make a whole big build shabby chic. I did try to do it like to the best that I could, but I also wanted it to be quite modern as well. I mean, she basically just said like, have fun, do what you want with it. And so hopefully she likes it. I mean, I did show her a picture of it, and what she saw she did like. So hopefully she does like the interior, because I only showed her like the exterior of it. But yeah, hopefully you like it, Louise. But we're just finishing up doing the little shed, and you can see that I put the cats and dogs kind of like barrels and boxes and stuff, and I actually cut it out. But originally I put all the single ones together and like kind of like put them on top of each other and like merged it that way. But I realised after a while that there was like one that like grouped them all together, and so I cut that bit out, but I just put the big ones in anyway. But yeah, we're just finishing up the shed, and I do put the decoration box in here because like it's literally the perfect place to put it in. Also, like, when I build houses, I never know where to put it in, because it's kind of like, it's not the best looking thing, but in the little shed I thought it worked perfectly. But now I'm just going around and just finishing off the landscaping. I spent quite a lot of time on the landscaping. Like, I spent the majority of this build on the landscaping, trying to figure everything out and put everything in its place, and I just wanted it to be very barn-like from the like exterior. And so yeah, and I put that little scarecrow in there as well, and I do add the toddler like pool and slide as well, because there is a toddler in this. Obviously you can delete if you want to download this and you don't have a toddler, but I don't know, I thought it was cute because the toddler can do little activities, and the toddler pool obviously can be like a like a lounge pool kind of thing, and it cools your Sims off as well. So there isn't a pool in this build, but you can use that, and it basically has the same effect as a pool, like a cooling effect anyway. But I would also like to mention that if you noticed, I was going to say if you was paying attention, but if you noticed at the start of this build, it did have some terrain manipulation, but normally I do it before I start building, just because I think it's quite boring to watch just people I don't go like absolutely ham with it. I just do a little bits and bobs, but I did delete it, like I flattened the terrain, and then terrain, and then I go back at the end, and you do see me just add the terrain back in, but I just wanted all the landscaping to kind of be in place before I did that. But anyway, now we're on to the exterior of the build, and we're doing the kitchen, and as you can see, I took quite a while deciding on what like tile I wanted to use, but I ended up going with my favourite like wall tile kind of thing in the game. It's this and the Parenthood one. They're very close, but I prefer this one, I think, just because it's just so nice and sleek and modern, and I just absolutely love it. So I do this as the kitchen, and as always in all of my builds, the kitchen, dining room and lounge are basically all in one. It's very open plan. And so yeah, I'm just finishing off the little kitchen. I say finishing off, I just basically add loads of decorations. I don't do like too much with it. I add like a little breakfast bar, and I do add a dining table, but I think, no, yeah, it's in like the hallway kind of thing, so it's not actually in the kitchen, it's like in the hallway as you walk in. It sounds really like weird to put it in the hallway, but it fits, trust me. I wouldn't just like randomly place it. It does work quite well. But yeah, but now I'm just doing the little sink, and I always like try to do this in my sinks, but sometimes I just don't. But I always like putting like a little hand soap, and in this one I actually put like a little plant in just by the sink, just because like in my sink at home we have like plants and like hand cream and stuff, like not hand cream, soap, sorry, around the like kitchen sink. I don't know if that's a weird thing, but we do. Like my sink is by the window, so we have like plants growing. I don't know, I put a plant in because, you know, like I thought it was a bit shabby chic. I don't know, I might be completely off and it might just look really weird, but yeah, that's what I did. And I added the little, what's it called, the herb thing from Laundry Day. There's a lot of Laundry Day in this build, like a lot, because obviously where it's shabby chic, I wanted to use as much Laundry Day as I could, because it is the most like shabby chic kind of thing we have, like I say thing, like pack that we have. And so I did that, and now I'm just on to the lounge room. And like I said, the lounge room is kind of in with the kitchen, so it's right next to it. So I don't know, the mum or the dad could be cooking dinner and the little toddler could be watching something on the TV or something like that, I don't know. But it's quite open, it's really nice. I love doing open plan stuff. I always do open plan stuff. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know this. I rarely do like a separate lounge and a separate kitchen. It's just, I like everything to be open plan. It's just the way that I like it, basically. But as you can see, I put the cats and dogs sofas in, and I really, really love them tall sofas, and I mixed them with the other cats and dog sofa, but it's not like the tall one, but it does go, like, they don't match, but they do match. Like, they're not actually the same thing, but they match, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I'm just cluttering up the little kind of centre table, and I always say this, but I really want a clutter pack, because I use the same stuff in every single build for my clutter. Like, I literally just reuse the same stuff, because we are very limited to what we can use, and so I just would love a clutter pack. Like, it would just be the most ideal pack, and I know I'm not the only one that would love one. So 2019, I want a clutter pack. I've actually really been into watching like what I want for 2019 in the Sims videos lately. I love watching what other people would like to see in the game, and then it kind of makes me think, oh, I would like that kind of stuff in the game. But yeah, there's been a lot of them kind of videos recently, and I would make one, but I don't know. But yeah, but anyway, now you can see I've just kind of like switched the other side of the lounge, and I don't go like too crazy with this area. I put like a little bookcase, and like I add, what's it called, like a big teddy. Sorry if you can hear me like swallowing. I think I'm coming down with a cold. I'm trying my best to do it as quietly as I can, but I'm getting like really like out of breath and stuff. I don't know why, but I think I might be coming down with something. I'm not completely sure. But I do add like this little child area in the lounge just because I think it'll be really, really cute. Just like someone watching TV, and then the toddler doesn't have to be limited to be in their room, and I just like the idea. But anyway, now we're moving on to like the hallway kind of area, and this is where the dining table is. And this is what I mean, like it doesn't look too out of place because it's not as soon as you walk in through the door, because this house does have a porch, which I thought was quite fitting. I don't know, I just thought that a barn house would have a porch. I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit strange, but anyway. And sorry if you just heard that car beep. I don't know if it picked it up, but I'm really, really sorry about that. But anyway, now moving on, I'm just doing like this little desk area. This is the only computer in the house, just because I didn't put one in the mum and dad's bedroom, because I just never put one in the mum and dad's bedroom, like in any of my builds. And the toddler obviously doesn't need one, and the baby definitely doesn't need one, so I didn't put one in there. And I put that like new, is it Lindsay or it's basically Alexa, but like the Sims version. I haven't played with it yet. It came with a new update like a few days ago, or maybe a week ago or something, I don't know. But I haven't actually played with it yet. I know that there was a lot of problems with it, and so they had to do like a quick patch update for it, like a quick fix. But yeah, so that is in this house. Like this converted barn has an Alexa. It's fine, it kind of works because it's like a converted barn, but like modernish, shabby chic-ish. I don't know, I don't really know what you would call this kind of style, but yeah. Anyway, I'm moving on to the toddler's bedroom, and I didn't know what kind of colour theme to go with in this room, but in the end I decided to go on like a lilac-y kind of theme, just because, I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. And I normally don't tend to go for lilac, like in the builds that I personally do. Like sometimes, I've said this before, but I don't actually upload every single build that I do, just because sometimes I have families that I move like around and stuff, and I just don't tend to upload every single build that I do, but I did go for a lilac theme in that room. But now I'm on to the bathroom, and I only show one bathroom. So this is the Jack and Jill bathroom. I only show one bathroom in this video because it's quite repetitive and I didn't want to keep on showing the same thing. But yeah, this is the Jack and Jill bathroom. You'll see the other bathroom in the screenshots at the end. But yeah, and I just clutter it up and just do some little bathroom stuff. I do skip over the cluttering just because it's quite boring. But now we're onto the nursery, and probably one of my favourite rooms just because it's so cute. I actually sized down one of them like ottoman things and then put it on top of the dresser just to look as like a baby changing table. I've seen a few people do it before, but I've never actually done it, and I think the Parenthood dresser works so perfectly with it. I absolutely love it. But then I just add some shelves above just to put some like, you know, like nappies, and obviously we don't have nappies in the game, but like them kind of things on top of it. Just be creative, let your mind think that there's nappies on there. But yeah, and I just add some like plants, and I do actually add like a little sofa in this room as well, just because sometimes maybe if the baby is like having a bad night or whatever, you can just go and take a nap on the sofa, or I don't know, I thought it was like a really cool idea just to put like a little sofa in. Some baby rooms do actually have like sofas or beds in, just in case the baby isn't like well or whatever, and so I did add one in this build. I also do like a little toddler, it's not a toddler, it's like children can use it too, but like the little dollhouse thing that came with toddlers, so I always think it's for toddlers, but it's not just for toddlers. I do add this in that build. I do add that in this room as well. I can't actually speak today. But anyway, now we're on to the mum and dad's bedroom, and this bedroom is pretty like standard, like it's just like a standard bedroom really. It's not got any like certain theme, but I love the way it turns out. I never use that swatch of the dresser. I just don't really tend to use it because it sounds like really horrible, but sometimes I feel like it looks like a poo swatch. Sorry to be like too explicit, but it's like a kind of pooey colour. So I never really use it, but I don't know, I like the way it turned out. I like the way it like went with the bed and stuff, and so I definitely wanted to use it. And I'll just add some paintings, and I just kind of clutter it up. You know, I always love cluttering up my builds just because I like all my builds to look like lived in. And so yeah, and then in a minute I'm actually going to go onto the exterior and just do some finishing touches. So this is where I add like the landscaping and stuff. I'm not sure exactly when it is. We're still in the mum and dad's bedroom, but in a minute you'll see me do that, and then but anyway, so this build is, I think it's like 125,000 simoleons. I'm not completely sure, but as always, the build details will be in the description box below. I always list the build details and all of that like stuff, all the packs that I use. I always list all that kind of stuff. So if you want to download this, you can definitely go check that out in the description box below, and it will tell you everything about this house basically. But now you can see me adding the terrain paints as I mentioned. But anyway guys, this is the end of this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and as always, if you do like my content, then please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.